You posit when Homo sapiens jumped to the top of the food chain, your comparison is to a banana republic dictator. Suddenly, as a result of that very quick jump, not through evolutionary process, that left Homo sapiens full of anxieties over their position. And you go on to claim that many historical calamities, from wars to ecological catastrophe, have resulted from that over-hasty jump very early on in the Homo sapiens story.
Well, if you look at the other animals at the top of the food chain in the world, like lions or sharks or alligators, they have evolved to fill this position for millions upon millions of years. They didn't get there very fast or by accident, and both they themselves and the entire ecosystem had time to adjust to it. Therefore, you have many checks and balances. With Homo sapiens, the situation is very different. Humans have appeared on Earth about 2.5 million years ago, evolving from previous species. But for most of this period, for 2.5 million years, they were quite similar to us. They walked on two legs, they had relatively big brains, they had relatively sophisticated social systems, they used tools. And we tend to think that this must have made them the most powerful and important creatures on Earth. But this was not the case. For more than 2 million years, you had humans with big brains, sophisticated societies, tools, walking on two legs, and not doing much, or at least not having much of an impact on the rest of the ecological system. And then quite quickly, in the last 100,000 years, which is a very short time in evolutionary terms, you have Homo sapiens, one of these human species, jumping very quickly to the top of the food chain, not thanks to a long process of biological evolution by natural selection, but thanks to a much quicker process of cultural evolution. And both we ourselves and the entire ecological system simply didn't have enough time to adjust to it. This is like the banana republic dictator in the sense that we are very insecure in our position. You look at a lion in the savannah, he's very secure in his position. Homo sapiens is basically a bunch of sheep that got nuclear weapons and atomic power, and sheep with nuclear weapons are far more dangerous than wolves with nuclear weapons because they are not accustomed to such kind of power. They are much more frightened, and to have somebody who is afraid with nuclear weapons is much more dangerous than to have somebody who feels very secure with nuclear weapons.
Well, I'll never look at President Obama or Putin again in the same light. Sheep with nuclear weapons is how we can think of them going forward.